right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Readers. Got a good bag of viewer requests here. We're going to look at CleanSpark, Palantir, which I actually covered not that long ago. There was a request to look at CRKN, again, big volume, but just not the prettiest of charts. And then if I got time, I want to look at Wolf one more time, all right? So I'm actually liking what I am seeing here. And, you know, I talked about this one a couple of days ago. It should be easy to find it on this one. Yes. So I actually started talking about it around the 12th and, you know, still talked about the 14th. Clearly today did the job. And you can see why, right? This was the 10th, this was the 11th, this was the 12th right here. It started to look like it could break them all. Couldn't quite. Boom, today we saw it, right? So, yeah, I'm liking this one. I'm liking this one. PLTR, kind of the same story. 4 moving averages right here. CLSK, yeah. 4 moving averages right here, right? So it's almost the same break of the same lines. This one's especially lovely because you can see we're actually overall 5 right now, right? So more than likely heading there is kind of the quick story there. CRKN. So covered the big pop. Clearly, it's continuing the big drop. I know 110 million shares on a single day is a crazy number. Crazy number, but I think there's still way more to not like than to like on this. And just in case I don't have time, hungry like the wolf. Goodness, I'll be honest, I sold around here. I think I probably had a stop loss somewhere and I got wicked out. I am real sad to see this well above the 4s, let alone in the 3s, but hey, I'm hoping viewers are crushing this thing, and I'll give you hopefully some thoughts here. Little bit high RSI on the daily, little bit on the weekly too, but I mean, look at where we're sitting on the weekly, right? So this is an interesting one for sure. It's definitely making a lovely move. If I don't have time on this one, I'll make a dedicated one probably tomorrow if I had to guess. All right, but what was I going to start with? I keep forgetting this ticker, CleanSpark. Yeah, cool, lovely, nice. Before I do go any further, smooth, I know. What are we going to do today? Same thing we always do, right? We're going to take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how these things are setting up short term. I don't think I've ever covered this one before. Yeah, I don't even think I drew some lines. So I will draw some horizontal support and resistance lines. And then when we are done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can, please subscribe to this channel. Share this video online with your friends. Comment good or bad if you disagree. Look, anything you can do helps so much with these YouTube algorithms. But for real, just being here, giving me your time, oh, I'm so grateful for it, all right? So interesting chart that we got going on, and like I mentioned in the top of the video, this thing caught my eye around the 12th. I know I put it in all the groups that I'm in. What was I liking? It looked like we were ready to break this cluster, right? So let me zoom out just a little bit. You can also see, just like it did with Palantir, it put us over all 5 of the moving averages, right? But this has been trying to break it, right? And it is really the 50 moving average in my head. We make a beautiful run. There was another beautiful run there. Bounced kind of on the 50 and the 100, whatever you want to call it. All of a sudden, and really since this drop, but I would basically say since here, we were just struggling a little too much with that 50 moving average. You can see that red line right there. I'm a little bit shocked that it didn't make this run on April 22nd, 23rd. That's a big candle over the moving averages, and that's a big confirmation candle, actually. So really surprised. I don't know what it was that pulled it back in. Sometimes I say it, even when there's only 3, when there's too many moving averages, it does this like crazy tornado thing, all right? Nonetheless, all right, we didn't go, we couldn't get over. Decent day, no confirmation, back under. This was looking like it. And I liked it on the 12th. I then go on to mention here, and again, I kept saying it still needs to confirm. All right, tree I thought looked good. It did not look good. There's a difference between physically being over some lines and then breaking and confirming. Right? To me, this is breaking and confirming. I'm also loving that we're over the biggest candle to the left, right? So I like that the MACD is positive. I like that the RSI is positive. I like green over red. That's a nice divergence right there. Volume's been okay. All right. I wish it was a little better, but two things I can see. Number one, we used to be down here not that long ago. We were a 10 million. You can see before that 10 million, we were also down here at like, let's call it 2, 3, right? So we make a 5x jump right there, just roughly saying from 2 to 10. Now we're making another 3x jump from 10 to 30. I love that. I actually really do, all right? I can clearly see there was a little bit of some silliness that brought the line just a little too high. It kind of seems like, though, it's come back to reality, and this is a place we can hold. Just give me some more days of good volume. Break that 50. Oh, man, there's a lot to like. So let's draw some lines. I think this is a good line. That's a big, bad candle right there. You know, I guess, no, that's not the candle. I'm going to take the top of this one. As shocked as I was that this one didn't break and run, I think that now kind of needs to be my next expectation for it to break and run. So I think I like this 2090 line. If you saw, I was ready to use this one. This, what is that, January, March 20th candle? That's a big candle. That's a strong candle. It's pretty much the same size as this one. It looked like the biggest one, but yeah, I think that good candle confirmation random fail, I think that's going to be an important line. Let's zoom out a little bit. Interesting. That's kind of close to that peak right there. I think the next line I would draw is based on that. Where does that, and that's kind of the top of that. All right, I like this. I think arguably there's probably something around 27 as well. But I think for now I want to draw this 20 to 33. I think 21 is a monster line. But again, I'm liking this. It looks like we've broken those 4. We're now overall 5. Let's see if we can push. I'm liking this. Just maybe that 2080 is going to be a randomly hard line. Where are we on the weekly? Look. This has been doing well. This is a pretty weekly, right? This is a slow and steady move from 5 to 20. All right, like that's lovely. That's kind of funny to call it slow and steady and say 5 to 20, right? But all we've been doing is riding that 8 and the 20, riding that 8 and the 20, riding that 8 and the 20. Looks like we're trying to get back over and go back up, right? I definitely see the 20 over the 8. I want to see the 8 over the 20, right? That's actually technically a death cross, but I think I like these two candles a little more. And then look, there's actually a golden cross down here with the 50 going over the 200. So I'm liking this. No, I am. And again, it's still early in the week. Let's see what this does. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your opinions, even if you disagree. PLTR. This looks nice. This does. This looks very, very, very nice. Almost for the exact same reasons. All right. So we look like we were going to break them all. We make a nice run up. Look, these are I'm zoomed out for no reason. These are what I call healthy recoveries, right? Like this is a healthy cool down. This is using the 8 moving average like a champ. This is bouncing on moving average. Like all those phrases you hear me say, I mean, that's what that 2 weeks looks like. This is a big candle because, I mean, look, there was this gap up and gap down. There was this gap up and drop down. I mean, this has been a fast moving little channel, and it really seems like we're moving fast again and heading up to this 27 number up there, right? 26.6. Positive MACD, nice RSI, a little bit high on the RSI. I normally start to ring the bell around 80. As I look over here though, this thing, oh, interesting, that looked like a higher number. 82. So this thing does cap out at around 82. I would keep that in the back pocket, but this is an interesting volume day. It doesn't look like anything spectacular, but we've seen a decent peak over that 50 line far too few times. I think I could have said that a little bit better, but we've only seen 1, 2, 3, 4 of them in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's call it 5 weeks, right? Basically less than once a week. That's horrible. We've also never seen back to back. It gets over the line, it drops. Over the line, that's a bad follow through. Over the line, drops. We need another good day of volume. We need, let's get the trusty calculator out. I'm looking for, let's call it 57 million. I'm basically trying to add about 10% to today's volume. If I'm looking for 57, let's call it 58, let's round up, 58 million shares on the day in a 7-hour day, I'm looking for about 8 million shares in that first hour. I would love to be closer to 20 than 16, right, on that second hour, but that's what we're looking for, all right? This seems like it's ready to go up the elevator. This is a good channel. This is over the moving averages. This is bouncing on the 8 like a champion, right? So we got golden crosses with the 20 coming up. Seems like we're probably going to golden cross that 100 pretty soon. So Palantir, I mean, this is a good name stock, right? And how far are we? How far are we? We are not that far from all-time highs. If this thing breaks this line, oh, my. Let's make this one yellow. This is our golden line right here. If this thing breaks 32, if this thing breaks 33, oh, we're definitely thinking all-time highs, all right? So let me know your thoughts. Let me know your opinions, even if you disagree. CRKN. So let's come into this one. This is definitely an interesting ticker, all right? And to me, the interesting part really starts down here, all right? There are not a lot of stocks that can trade 3 billion shares on a single day, let alone the 110.9 million shares that we saw today. Those are numbers stocks don't see it in a full month of trading, let alone on single weeks or single days, right? I mean, this is a crazy ticker, really, because of the volume, all right? Obviously, when you have something go from 5 cents all the way to above 50 cents, it's going to get some attention, whether it deserves it or not, right? And to me right now, I don't think that this stock deserves the attention it's getting. Look, today was a big 13% day. I know it's really easy to look at this and get excited. I don't like this candle. I don't like this day, all right? Look, there are two different, oh, sorry, real quick, if you can subscribe, if you can share, oh, it does wonders with the algorithms. There are two different green candles here, all right? A green outline means we open down here at 7, and then we close all the way up here at 24, all right? Green filled in means, you can see it in the box over there, we open up here at 28, and then drop all the way down here to 20. More people lost 10, 20, no, whoa, yeah. More people lost about, wait, am I doing my math wrong? We're saying every 2 cents is 10%. 2, 4, 6, 8, that's not 40%. 8, 16, 20. Oh man, it's more than a goodness. Yeah, because 10 cents would be goodness. That's a crazy loss. You can tell. Wow, you see, the day says 60. Like you can see the candle moves when like the day says this was a 16% gain, right? Because this one closed down here and all of a sudden closed there, so that's going to look good. But no. More people lost really badly than they won, all right? That's actually the same thing that happens today. Now, look, I wish I had more decimals in this system, but we actually open up here and then close down here, right? More people lost some money today than they actually made money. And hey, I'm still seeing this under all the moving averages. It's really hard to justify entering until this can get over 9 cents. Over 9 cents puts me over those three and gives me a reason to believe we might run to 10, not really 11, but yeah, 10-ish. Again, I wish I had more decimals. Personally, I would just wait for 11 cents. If we can break 11 cents, and I'm even going to lower this line. Yeah, 11's our number. Green, red, nothing. We can make a nice move from 11 all the way up here to the 200 moving average, sitting at around 20 cents. That's almost a 50% move right there. I would much rather wait for that to break than climb the Mount Everest that's from 7 cents up to here. That's just me, but crazy volume. I'm surprised that it's still getting this despite the fact that we're under them all. This thing technically hasn't confirmed. Like, that was a bad Friday. This at least didn't confirm the loss, all right? So not a decent recovery, I would say. But again, even if this thing went up to 8, I still would not trust this. I really need this to get into and close in the 9s for me to start believing. Again, I think the safest thing, and again, there's no such thing as safe in the market, right? But waiting until 11, I think would actually go a very long way on this thing, all right? When you look at the weekly, okay, there is still this inability to get over the 8 and the 20. And it's been that case pretty much since this thing kicked off, right? Like, we get close, we fall, we get close, we fall, we get close, we fall, we get close, we fall. It obviously made the best of moves, but yeah, we just couldn't confirm, and we're seemingly falling, right? So it's mind-blowing to me that this thing has so much volume. 110.9 million shares is wild. I just don't think it deserves it. Look, let me know if you disagree, please. I'm never here saying I know it all, and obviously I don't use the words buy, sell, and hold, right? But yeah, oof, man, this one just, I think this one's more of a fake out than a getting ready. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know your opinions, even if you disagree. Hey, thank you so much.